But if you say that, I mean, Lagos State government don't have this, successive governments have not paid attention to drainage. But I do remember when Mr. Tunji Bello was Commissioner for Environment, they used to have this flood abatement gang. They had different groups. They go through to ensure that they clear drainages. That's some plan which we've seen them have several times. So are you saying that that cannot be described as a plan?
Now, if you have a plan and it's not implemented, Chamberlain, how does that solve the problem?
No, I'm talking about seeing those people on the roads. I don't see the papers, but I just see people working. So they must have been working based on a certain plan or document, I reckon.
I have not seen any. And I've lived in Lagos since maybe 1984. Maybe with a break of a few years in between. And I know what the drainage in London looks like. I know what the drainage in Paris looks like, in New York, and even in some poor African countries next to us. I'm
sure you live in a part of Lagos that looks like London. Maybe that's why you don't see people coming to dredge it, because it's already perfect.
No, I live in the Lekki area, which is always flooded.
But you know, when you say that you grant them permits, one imagines that, okay, NIWA and Lagos seem to have a working relationship. So
we do.
Where did things go wrong?
Things went wrong, Chamberlain. I don't know why you don't want to believe me. They want more money outside the legal framework.
And NIWA says what? No.
And NIWA is saying no, you can't have that money illegally, and constitutionally you cannot. We are not here to fight Lagos. That's why we partner with them and we accept their plans. There's a drainage going on at Oworonsheki. You know that they are doing there, right? We did not stop them because
drainage. Or
reclamation. I'm sorry. We did not stop them because we believe that what ultimately they want to do there will benefit the public.
How will it benefit the public? Because that's already flooding some homes.
It is flooding some homes. There are times when, how do I put it now? For example, you at times you go through a pain in order to enjoy ultimate good. But that flooding, I can tell you, has been checked at Oworonsheki. It has been checked. I can defend them as far as that issue is concerned.
What about the fish population?
The fishing population?
The fish population.
The fish population would have definitely been decapitated. There is no dredging.
Or reclamation.
And reclamation that does not affect aquatic life. Anybody who tells you that is not being honest.
Now, I'm just wondering, at the end of the day, when the Supreme Court rules on this matter, we don't know which way the pendulum is going to swing. And I do know that when you go to court, there's always certain disposition that parties have. Do you still see, assuming, without considering that it will favor you, if in the event that it does favor NIWA, what about the working environment? Don't you think you'd have jeopardized those who have been going about their duties in those areas?
Like?
Maybe having a hostile working environment?
With Lagos?
And then those who are operating, doing businesses there as well?
No. I would like you to even invite some of the operators. We have the Dredgers Association of Nigeria. We have the Adboatan Association of Tourist Boat Operators and Water Transporters of Nigeria.
I know they say they're comfortable working with NIWA.
They are very comfortable working with NIWA. So I don't see any problem if NIWA wins at the end of the day. And NIWA will win because it's a constitutional matter. You can't change the constitution. And that is why Chamberlain, a couple of days ago, or was it last week, His Excellency, the Governor of Lagos, in a town hall meeting at Ogudu, canvassed the devolution of powers with respect to inland waterways. Is that not an admission that inland waterways is an item under the exclusive list?
So your perspective is, insofar as it's an item under the exclusive list, no states can legislate on that, and that's your prayer in the Supreme Court?
Definitely.
Well, we'll be looking to see. Have you had any meeting whatsoever with Lagos ever since this is going on?
Oh, they are our friends. They are our friends.
You still work together and do business together?
We work together, we do business together. Otherwise, we probably, we Jojo, we don't fight, and otherwise, like I said, the Oworonsheki project would have just used that petition from the community about the flooding and then just put the big hammer on it. But we're looking at the the greater picture, the larger picture.
We hope everyone also does the same thing and hope that this is sorted out in good time. We've got, appreciate your comment on this morning. Moazu Sambo is the area manager, Lagos, for National Inland Waterways Authority. And thank you for coming on this morning.
Thank you, Champion.